The more women have to be involved in finding a boyfriend or a husband, the less happy they are with the whole dating experience. So even though women have it incredibly easy on dating apps, way easier than men, they seem to dislike it just as much. And from what I see, that comes down to like two main reasons. So number one, it actually takes effort. They have to swipe and they have to get involved. It's not a passive meeting. They're being active. And for most women, that's not preferable. And that's why, in order for them to find it worthwhile on these apps, they become extremely picky and only entertain interacting with a very small percentage of men. And then number two, it completely ruins like the fairy tale story of how they met. Dating apps just don't feed that kind of romantic fantasy women grew up with. The idea of meeting a man in some unexpected, hands-off, organic, kind of movie-worthy moment. And that's why you see so many women reacting to dating apps like this.
Guys are so lucky. You guys do not understand. So I'm 25, right? I'm sitting here and I'm having to build a fucking roster. I'm having to sit here and go out and do things I don't want to do. I don't want a roster. I don't want to go out and date. I don't like this hookup culture. I don't like any of it. But I feel like I don't have a choice. Men, you guys just get to sit there and you guys can go wait until you're in your 30s, you're almost 40, and you can just go get with a girl that's in her fucking 20s and live a normal life. Girls don't have that luxury. I'm now sitting here at 25 having to figure out how the fuck to get back in these fucking streets so I can figure out, so 10 years down the line, I'm not sitting there single still with my daughter being an only child. Like, I want to have a family. I want to have kids. I want to be happy. Like, I want all of these things. But people don't want that nowadays, it feels. It feels like no matter, it's like, what is this dating stuff? What is Hinge? What is Tinder? What is all of this? Like, it's disgusting. Like, my friends helped me make a Hinge and a Tinder, and it's like, I hated it. I hate it. I ended up deleting my Hinge, and I'm getting ready to delete the Tinder because it's just like I don't want to talk to anybody on there. Like, I don't want to do any of this. Like I'm just sitting there like a magazine going through like clothing. That's what it feels like. And it's like, I don't want that. And I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to be a part of that at all.
To be 25 years old and already a single mom, it's likely she participated in the hookup culture she's so angry with. Like, I really doubt she was married when she had that child. I doubt she's a widow. I doubt she's even divorced. More likely, there was never a marriage in the first place. And it's like, honestly, at least she didn't abort the kid, which is what most women do nowadays when they get pregnant young. I don't know how old her daughter is, but when it comes to hookup culture, this was introduced and pushed by women. It's like, yes, some men benefit from it, right? But before hookup culture, there was marriage culture. And, that cultural shift is exactly what feminists aim to accomplish, and they did. Feminism came in and labeled traditional nuclear families as oppressive. And so the new idea kind of became, let's give women complete control over their reproductive system. Let's put them on birth control. Let's give them access to abortions. Let's get them in the workforce. Let's get them voting. Essentially, let's liberate them from the family dynamic. And then, that's where the sexual revolution comes in. Women were told that, they could and should sleep around freely. And if anything went wrong, birth control had their back. And if that failed, abortion, that was the safety net. And it was all sold to women as, that is freedom. This is liberation. And now we're at a point even where, I made a video the other day, major outlets like Vogue are publishing articles that tell women having a boyfriend is embarrassing. And that article used words like heteronormative and call commitment outdated, even labeling it Republican. And of course, who's writing this? It's a woman. And that article is supported by other women, directed at more women. So, when women like her come out and they start condemning hookup culture, I want to ask, how far are you willing to go with that? Who introduced this culture? Where did it come from? How about you denounce that? Name its creator and condemn it for other women to hear. And then, you add in the message of to the women, don't lower your standards. You deserve the best. Only date up. Always up, 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 up. Of course, that then encourages women to hook up with men who would never commit to them. And you know what, man? A lot of the time, these women they're cool with it. They're cool with it until they're not.
So I paid for HingeX and I literally ran out of people on day one. I paid for whatever the most expensive Hinge membership is. I did 1 week and I'm pretty sure it's HingeX, but whatever the $25 a week one is, I paid for 1 week. I ran out of people in 1 day. I have only had the membership for 1 day and it's already saying, oops, we're out of people. Change your parameters. You know what my parameters are? My parameters are 6'2" and above, anywhere between age 29 and 34. And then I bumped it up to 35, ran out of people again. How is there no one between the ages of 29 and 35, 6'2" and above?
Notice she didn't drop the height filter. She raised the age filter.
In LA. This is one of the biggest cities ever. I don't know if I'm just not attracted to the people that they're showing me. They weren't cute. I'm going to be so honest. But I tried to give a few people a chance. I think I sent maybe 2 or 3 likes. 2 or 3 likes out of everyone, and I've already ran out of people. It's day one. I keep going back to the app. There's no more people. How?
So none of the men who fit her parameters were attractive. Okay, then perfect. You guys would have gone great together. What's the issue? Okay, she thinks she's too good for them, which of course is an ego problem, and that doesn't get talked about enough. The amount of women who think they are superior to their looks match. And her minimum height wasn't even 6 foot. It was 6'2". There's something wrong with women today. This hyperfixation on a specific number. It's no longer, I just need you to be taller than me. Now it's, I need you to be 6 feet or above. This number 6, I really need you to be it. 6 foot. And let's flip it, right? Let's take something totally out of a woman's control, like her age. Let's get hyper specific about that also. Let's say men collectively started disqualifying women over 22. Not just a couple of guys here and there, but in massive numbers. Let's say it became a trend, a common filter, a full-on trope. It became a thing that people, it became like with women in 6 feet. That's how it became with men in 22. Imagine the backlash. Imagine the shaming. It would be relentless. The message to men would be, oh, you are so creepy. You're insecure. That already is the message, but, oh, you think you deserve 22-year-olds? It would never stop. Men would get clowned non-stop for even thinking that way. But this height obsession from women, this 6 foot obsession from women, that gets a pass. And yeah, it's not just a few of them. It is widespread. And this is a real collective delusion. These women are lost. She ran out of 6'2" men because there's just not that many of them. She's shocked. I would ask if she's really that stupid, but I think I have my answer. Here's a thought: ditch the height filter completely. And honestly, my comparison, the age filter for men is more valid than the height filter women use. At least in my scenario, men would be selecting based on something directly tied to women's fertility, which connects to family building and long-term But obsessing over a 6-foot height, that is just superficial. And strangely obsessed with the number 6. The women are not okay.